I am the Senate.
Hello my spooky besties and welcome to a new vlog. So, we have a lot to do today. Well, we have a lot to do this week. So, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. Sorry about that. I'm in the middle of exporting a video. Anyway, so we have a lot to do this week. I have 4 books that I need to work on. 3 I need to finish. So, starting off this week, I'm still in the middle of Unhinged Cane. I'm still like 40-ish% of the way through that. 30% of the way through Sprinkles and Sea Serpents, which is book club book, so I won't be reading that again until Wednesday. And then I'm also reading still The Butterfly Keeper. I don't know what I'm going to do with this book. I don't know if I'm going to DNF it or if I'm just going to keep trying to push, because it's not like I'm not enjoying it. It's just that I'm not in the right headspace for it, it seems. But I'm going to keep trucking along and see where I get. I will be reading that when I go to bed tonight, because after I'm done exporting this video, I'm going to head off into the bedroom to wrap up for the night. And then I didn't do a book haul of the library books that I checked out while we were at the library. Anyway, I have Remain by Nicholas Sparks and M. Night Shyamalan. I have a feeling I'm always saying his name wrong, but anyway, it is a 14-day loan because it is a newer book, so I have a crunch of a deadline to get this book read. So those are the plans as of right now. I only have 2 more days of work to do, and then I am free to read to my choosing. However, I need all of the reading time I can get because this week has been absolutely stressful. So Scott did work on the car. We got that problem fixed. He went to work the next day and found out that there is another problem. So we are now without a car until Tuesday. So that means no more library trips for this week and into next week. So that sucks, because I was really enjoying reading outside of the house instead, because, you know. Anyway, a lot of reading to be done, a lot of reading wanting to be done, so I can just clear my head from all of this chaotic stuff that has happened this week, and all of the work stuff. Just, I need to unwind. So I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video, and then I'm gonna go and get ready for bed. Good morning, my spooky besties. I am so sorry I haven't really been able to update you guys very much this week. I know it just started only a couple days ago, but I still feel bad. Work has been absolutely chaotic, but I have the next 3 days off. So we're going to fill it with a bunch of reading and get some stuff done. So I'm about to join Didi on her sprints and hang out for a little while. Hello friends, I feel like it's been a minute since I've updated you guys. So I did sprints like all day yesterday with like everybody and then myself. Hold on, let me put you on the tripod. Anyway, I was up super late last night. My sprints ended at 4 a.m. this morning and I almost made it. I ended it a little early because I was nodding off and just I was too sleepy to do it anymore. But I have some updates. So I ended up DNFing the Butterfly Keeper. I felt like I was just torturing myself trying to finish it. Yes, I wanted to finish it because I wanted to see how it ended, but I was just getting really bored with it. It felt very repetitive to me, and I couldn't do it anymore. So DNF'd that at 51%, so it would count towards my reading for the readathon. And then I ended up picking up Dead Inside for Mess Hall, which is my horror book. I was so kindly gifted this by my friend Stacy for Christmas, and it's 168 pages, so I should be able to finish it today. And then I have 𝚤𝚑𝚘𝚗 next, which is also like a shorter, it's like 200-page book, but it's like in verse, so I should be able to read it fast. And then I have �monsterpucked, which is like 100 and some odd pages. So I should be able to get this reading done within the next 2 days. Fingers crossed that I stay motivated and on track and not have the ADHD goblins distracting me. So I'm thinking about joining Courtney and Lashette Koda coming in at 6. So I'm going to try to join as many people as I possibly can to help motivate me to get these books done and read and catch up and whatnot. So I only have between today and tomorrow off, so I would really like to sit down and focus on getting that done today and tomorrow, as well as book club reading tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and join these friends, and I will update you guys soon.
Michael!
Hey there.
My spooky besties, it is time for yet another vlog wrap up. So I know I didn't really get very much like footage this time around. Work has really swamped me over, but yesterday while I was at work, I started and finished a book, and started and got over halfway through a book, but I still finished that book before midnight last night. So I was able to count it towards boot camp, but unfortunately, I did not get to graduate because I did not finish Dead Inside, which I am currently 47% of the way through. So it's not even 51%. So I still can't even really count it, even if it was like a DNF. But yeah, so that will be going into next week. But let's talk about the books that I did finish. So I started and finished 𝚤𝚑𝚘𝚗. This was a 5-star read. I was absolutely like mind blown listening to this yesterday. It is so emotional. It's like really raw feeling. And then like the twist at the end is just, it was mind blowing. I absolutely enjoyed it and I absolutely loved it. The second book that I started and got over halfway through was �monsterpucked. I got to like 67% before I left work yesterday, and I finished it before midnight. It was like literally like 11:57 when I finished it. So this was also 5 stars. This was the second book in the �monsterpuckers series, and I loved it. It was a male-male romance between a vampire and an orc, and their romance was just absolutely sweet. It was spicy. It was good. I gave this 5 stars as well. This whole series was an absolute vibe for me. I loved and tabbed the absolute hell out of the first one, and I will be picking up a physical copy of the second one to add to my collection because I want to tab it and annotate it and whatnot. So yeah, they met at a Christmas party that the couple in the first book was hosting, and Marco is the chef for them, and 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗 was the teammate of the 2 males in the first couple. But yeah, it was really fun. It was a great way to wrap up the week and whatnot. So there were 2 other books that I did not finish this week that I started that I needed to finish. So those will be rolling into next week. But I don't think I made any progress on Unhinged Cane, which I do need to finish because that is an arc. It needs to get reviewed and go up. So that is going to be pushed into next week. And then I have the Nicholas Sparks book, Remain, that is like a 14-day hold that I have not picked up since I picked it up last. So yeah, those will be going into the next week. So the other update I have for the week is that I made it to 63% into Sprinkles and Sea Serpents, which is the book club book. So I'm all caught up for the week and ready to go for next Wednesday. I'm really enjoying this one. It's got fantasy elements to the mystery, and we met another character who's kind of like a monster hunter, I guess, and I feel like there might be a romance with these two. I'm not sure, but the banter between the two of them is really funny. So yeah, I look forward to picking this up and reading next week's chapters and whatnot. So that is all I have really for an update. I finished 4 books. Well, finished 4 books because I did DNF The Butterfly Keeper at 51%, which still counted for boot camp. So yeah, it was a good boot camp readathon this time around. I actually got some stuff completed, unlike last year's. So yeah, I want to thank Courtney once again for inviting me to be an instructor for this readathon. I had an absolute blast, and I look forward to the next boot camp. So that is all I'm going to say there, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I will see you guys in my next video, live show, or my next vlog. Stay spooky, my friends.